Hi, my name is Riya Gupta and I am SharePoint Office 365 and Azure Solution Architect. Here is my LinkedIn profile and you can go through it. Today we are going to cover a very interesting topic on Microsoft Azure. This will be related to Azure App Service and custom domain. In this session, you are going to learn how to publish web application to Azure App Service and how to map custom domain to Azure App Service. So these two topics we are going to cover. After this video, you will be able to create an ASP.NET web application and you can also publish this web application to Azure App Service. Also, you are going to learn how to create an Azure App Service and how you can map that Azure App Service with a domain, with a custom domain basically, and that can be a root domain, also subdomain. So basically root domain is incrediblecolorsofworld.com and subdomain will be www.incrediblecolorsofworld.com. Also, you will be able to learn how you can map a wildcard domain, basically *incrediblecolorsofworld.com, which can be sub1.incrediblecolorsofworld.com or sub2.incrediblecolorsofworld.com. Here is a visual representation of a simple monolithic application. You can see I have divided the task into two parts. The first one is related to create and deploy. The other one is related to domains. So first we are going to discuss the part 1. In the part 1 you can see we are creating a project or web application. Then we are deploying this web application to Azure App Service through this path. If you want to make changes in the existing code, you can make it and deploy it again. This is how we are going to work. In the second part, we are going to cover regarding custom domain. So here you can see app service domain. Basically, through app service domain, we can purchase any custom domain inside the Azure App Service itself. But if we already have the custom domain, then we can directly connect Azure App Service to custom domain. We are also going to discuss about root domain, subdomain, and the wildcard domain. So this incredible colors of world.com I have purchased from GoDaddy. You can also purchase any custom domain from any domain provider, or you can purchase it from app service domain. These are the prerequisites to perform this lab. So here we need Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition, which is free and it's available on this URL. So you can go and download it from this URL and then install it. The second thing will be custom domain, which is not free. You have to purchase it from GoDaddy or any other domain provider. I have already purchased incrediblecolorsofworld.com from GoDaddy. The third one is Windows Azure subscription, which is also not free. I'm using Azure Pass, but you can use pay as you go model. I'm not going to take much time in explaining theory. I believe that you are going to learn this topic more by practical labs. So let's start then. In this lab, we are going to create an ASP.NET web application using .NET Framework. We are not going to use ASP.NET Core web application. I have downloaded Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition from here. This is the same URL which I have discussed in slides. So from here you can download it free and then you can install it. Open the Visual Studio. So from here I am going to open it and it's getting loaded. So click on create a new project. Here type web application. You can see ASP.NET Core Web Application and ASP.NET Web Application .NET Framework. We are going to select this .NET Framework one. Click on Next. Provide the name. I will provide as map custom domain. Solution name I'm going to change. And framework I have chosen the latest one. Click on create. Here you have the multiple options to create an empty project or web forms based project or MVC based project. We are going to select web form based project. Click on create. So here you can see the solution has been created. The name is Map Custom Domain Sol, and the project under the solution is also created. You can see the default.aspx page. We are going to open this. We'll navigate to design portion of it. It's loading the master page. So the page has been loaded. Here you can see. Now we are going to build the solution. So basically click on this, build solution. Here you can find out build started, build succeeded. Here you can find all the other options. We are going to view this project in browser. You can see this web application has been launched on localhost and the port number is also taken by itself. It's getting loaded. So the ASP.NET default application has been loaded on this localhost and the port number is 44394. You can navigate between the tabs. Here you can see in the URL there is no page name mentioned. So if we will type default.aspx, it is going to navigate on the same web application. So it doesn't matter, basically it's by default taking that default.aspx page. So up to now you have seen how we have created an ASP.NET web application in Visual Studio using .NET Framework. Also you have learned how to deploy this web application on localhost. So here you can find it. Now next we have to deploy this web application to Azure App Service. So for this we need Azure App Service in place. So either we can create a new Azure App Service or use the existing one. So but for this lab we are going to create a new Azure App Service. For creating new Azure App Service, what you need to do, you have to go here and click on publish. So here you can see pick a publishing target. You can deploy this particular web application on Azure App Service or Azure virtual machines, or it can be IaaS or FTP locations. It can also be published on any particular folder. Here we are going to select Azure App Service. So you can see there two options are available here, create new and select existing. So we don't have anything existing in app service. To check this, we can navigate to portal.azure.com. So I already have the subscription for portal.azure.com, but you can take your own subscription and you can choose any model like pay as you go model or anything other than that. So I'm going to provide the email ID and the password to sign in. It will take a little bit time and we are here on the home page of the Azure portal. So we are going to navigate to resource groups. Under resource groups, you can see multiple resource groups are already present here because these are the groups which I already created. Under app services, there is nothing. So we don't have any existing app service. That's why we are creating a new. So click on create profile. And here I'm going to change the name, service. And for the subscription, I already have Azure Pass. For resource group, I'm going to create new resource group, which will be Azure App Service RG. Click on OK. And hosting plan, I'm going to create new hosting plan. Delete this plan. Location, I'm going to choose East US, and size, here you have multiple sizes available, but I'm going to choose the standard one. Okay, and application insights also for East US, and click on create. It will take a little bit time. So we are here on publishing page. Here you can see the profile has been created. You can edit this profile. You can see the connection strings, username, password, destination URL. So I'm going to cancel this, rename it or delete it, but I'm going to publish it. Before publishing, we will navigate to Azure portal. So we are here. Under resource group, we are able to see Azure App Service RG. Click on that. This is the same resource group which we have created from Visual Studio. So here you can see App Service Plan, Application Insights, and App Service are created. So the location are mentioned as East US only, and here you can find out other properties, settings. So we are going to click on Map Custom Domain Service. Here you can see the URL. Click on that. So here you can see the Azure App Service home page. Now what we want this web application page deployed on this URL. How to do that? For this, we need to publish this. So build started, publish started. It will take little while. And here, map custom domain service .azure websites.net. It's getting loaded. And now you can find out that instead of this site, you will be able to see this one. So here it's getting loaded. Here you go. Here you can see. So here you can find out ACA extra characters. So I think I have provided in Visual Studio. Here we are going to delete it and we are going to republish it. Publish it again. And here you can find out that these three characters have been removed. So now we'll navigate to portal.azure.com, and here under app services you are able to see your app service running. The app service plan is map custom domain plan and location is East US. Subscription is also mentioned. App type is web app. Now I'm going to click on this. And here you can find out all the properties of this app service. So here you can find out the resource group, that is Azure App Service RG. Status is running. Location East US. Subscription ID, tags. Right now we have not defined any tags for this. URL, app service plan. Here we have selected S1 plan and FTP location, FTP host name, which we have not done. And here diagnose and solve problems, application insights, app service advisor. Here you can find data in, data out, request, average response time. So this is the typical overview page. So here we will click on get published profile. It will download the published profile. We'll go to the download folder, click on it. We are able to see all the properties of publishing profile. So here you can see the connection string and the URL and the passwords, username, everything is there. So now we are going to import the same profile which we have downloaded here. So first we have to delete the current profile. You have to click on start, import profile, select this one, and you are able to see it here. Now you have to click on edit, validate connection, and then save it. Also, we can publish it right now, but before publishing it, we are going to make some changes. Testing profile by Ria, and then we are going to save it. After this, we are going to rebuild the solution, and now we can publish it so that we will be able to see the changes. So here it's getting published. Publishing started. And here you can see testing profile by Ria. So we have covered the first topic of this agenda, how to publish web application to Azure App Service. So you are able to understand now how you can create a web application and how you can deploy to Azure App Service. To perform the second part of this lab, we need a custom domain and the control over the DNS management, which is provided by the domain provider. So we need the basically control to change or modify in the records of DNS. We are going to perform three things in this lab. We are going to map a root domain that will be incrediblecolorsofworld.com by using an A record and TXT record. The second thing would be a subdomain mapping that will be done by using a CNAME record. The third thing we are going to perform will be wildcard domain, which will be *incrediblecolorsofworld.com by using a CNAME record. I'm going to show you the DNS management section of GoDaddy now. So we are going to navigate over there. So you can see here domain manager section of GoDaddy. Here DNS management incrediblecolorsofworld.com. So basically these are the records which is present here. These are the name servers. So these three records will be present by default here. Now we need to add the record. We need to click on add, and then from here we can add the A record and TXT record and CNAME record too. Now we need the record values which we can add here, but how to get that? So for that we will move to the portal.azure.com. Here we will go on app services, click on map custom domain service. Under the settings you will find custom domains, click on that. And here you can find two sections, custom domains and app service domains. I need to add the custom domain from here. But before we are going to add this, I'm going to go on app service domains. So basically this is to purchase and manage domains from your Azure service, and it will be auto renewal. So whenever you will click on this buy domain, you can buy your own domain. So we are not going to do that. We already have it. Here, if you have noticed, there is HTTPS only. This is to enable the HTTP traffic to move to HTTPS. So right now I have turned it off, but you can switch it on, and then all the traffic will go to HTTPS. But we are going to get error on that if we don't have SSL certificate installed on our site. So I'm going to do off. Now we'll click on add custom domain. Here we are going to enter www.incrediblecolorsofworld.com and click on validate. Here you can see we need to add CNAME record in our DNS management, because here you can see the error, and we need to confirm, actually we need to validate ourselves to have ownership of this domain. So what we are going to do, we are going to take this value and we are going to move to DNS management, click on add, select CNAME. This will be the host entry. So we are going to add www points to, this points to value will be this one. Paste that, and then TTL would be 1 hour. That's fine. Save it. So the CNAME record entries are saved. Now we are going to perform the second thing. That will be to add the root domain by using a record and txt record. So we are going to validate again now here for CNAME. Here you can see now domain ownership has been validated. So that's fine. Now we will click on add custom domain and it's going to add the host name. Here you can see. If you will navigate to overview section now, click on that. Here you can see the URL has been changed. If we'll navigate to this URL now, it's getting loaded. You can see the ASP.NET web service which we have deployed. Here you can see on the URL, click on that, www.incrediblecolorsofworld.com, and it's saying not secure because we have turned HTTPS off. That's why it's coming like that. But now if we'll navigate to incrediblecolorsofworld.com without www, it will show the site can't be reached. Now if you want that incrediblecolorsofworld.com should also work without www dot, so then what you are going to do, you have to come here, you have to go on custom domains, add custom domain, type incrediblecolorsofworld.com without www and click on validate. Here you can see we have to add two entries, txt and a. So we are going to add txt entries with this value, GoDaddy. Click on add, click on txt record, post would be @ So we are going to write @ and then txt value, save. The another value will be for a record, host name is a, and this IP we need to copy there. Click on save. So here you can see txt record entry and a record entry. Now we will click on validate again. Here you can see again this has been validated. We'll click on add custom domain and it has been successfully added. Now we will navigate to incrediblecolorsofworld.com without www, and you can see ASP.NET Web Application which is deployed on Azure App Service, and this has been connected to incrediblecolorsofworld.com. So basically this is a root domain which has been connected to our Azure App Service. So now for this lab, the last mapping is remaining, which is wildcard mapping. So here click on add, select CNAME. For the host you need to type asterisk and points to, it will be same map custom domain service.azurewebsites.net and click on save. So here the CNAME record entry has been entered. Now we are going to move to Azure portal, and here I'm going to add sub1.incrediblecolors of world.com. Click on validate. And here you can see. So we need to just refresh. It took a little bit time. And here you can see both the validity has been done, and click on add custom domain. You can see here the subdomain has been added. Like this, you can add sub2.incrediblecolors of world.com. So here, if we try to enter sub2.incrediblecolors of world.com, validate it, and again add custom domain. So it is going to add sub2 domain also. You can now access your Azure App Service on sub1.incrediblecolors.word.com and sub2.incrediblecolors.word.com. So we'll try that. We will give HTTP. Instead of S, we will give HTTP only, and sub1.incrediblecolors.word.com. Enter, and here you can see the site has been loaded. Similar way, I'll try for sub2, HTTP, and sub2. You can see the Azure App Service has been loaded here. Now we are going to access the same site in another browser. Here I'll write, instead of HTTP, I will give HTTPS this time. Click enter, and here it says this site is not secure. So you need to go to the details, go on to the web page, and here you can see certification error. So basically you need a certificate. Here you will click on view certificate. It will give the certificate from Azure websites, but it is not valid. So you need to get the certificate. For uploading the certificate, you have to click on add binding. And here you can see you have the option to upload PFX certificate, or you can import app service certificate. So you should have the PFX file and the password, and then you can click on upload. And then you will not get the HTTPS certificate error. I have covered everything whatever was mentioned in the agenda. So now we have come to the end of this discussion. I hope it was useful for you guys. Thanks for taking your time out. I would be more than happy to address your queries. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn profile. Do let me know your feedback. Thank you.